I think we're live. Yay! Hi, everybody. We are so excited to be back with you. And in this current masterclass, we know that everyone is experiencing a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety right now, and it wreaks havoc on your skin. So Dr. Gross is going to tell you all about the products he created to combat that. And then we're going to walk you through a de-stressing facial that you can go and do at home.
Okay.
And also you'll see in the promo box that there is a promo code you can use. And when Dr. Gross speaks to the stress, you're going to see some slides come up on the screen. So you won't see us for a little bit, but we'll be back. All right, Dr. Gross,
right.
ready?
Okay, I'm having a little technical problem here.
Oh, okay.
I'm not seeing you right now, Renee, and I hope I want to see you, and I don't see what slides are coming up. So help me with this little thing.
Okay. Let's see if I can show you something. Hold on.
Sorry, guys. Hi. I do think you can see me now. Well, you're starting with the slides. Okay.
You see the slide?
I do. Can you come back to me for a second, though? Can I talk to them for a second, please?
Yeah. Hold on. Here we go.
Okay, I'm still not seeing you, Renee.
You're not seeing me?
No,
okay.
If that's okay, I guess Lindsay will take care of that. So hi, everybody. Look, welcome. These are our opportunity, I think, to talk about things that make your skin look better. This is all about having the signs of stress in your skin look better. These are days where we're getting a lot of stress, obviously, tragically, historically. And I think that there's things you need to know. I'm going to try to educate you on certain principles that exist in dermatology, in science, and in biology, and in chemistry that are going to help you understand fundamentally what we're talking about, what I do in terms of having you look better and why with issues regarding stress. And so I'm going to start with some slides, okay? And these slides are actually designed more for the professional. I'm going to tell you the truth, but these are different days and we're going to use them here for our conversation, okay? So the very first slide, I want you to understand, what is stress? What does it do to our body? That's what I want you to talk about. Let's go to the first slide. Remember back in high school when you learned about this thing called fight or flight? It is exactly the same situation now. In terms of modern day man, you and I, when we're experiencing stress today, it doesn't have to be a saber-toothed tiger anymore that we're stressed out from. What happens is it's a hormonal event that's causing elevations of two particular hormones, adrenaline and cortisol. When those elevate in the skin, in the body, it's very important you understand that the skin has a reduction in circulation. I repeat, stress makes your skin look pale because the blood flow is being rationed to the more vital organs like the heart and the lungs and the brain and kidneys, okay? So your skin naturally has a little bit of less circulation. That means you show some classic signs of stress. Worried lines, fine lines, there's more facial tension. Red patches, we'll talk about that, very common. Dry, dullness, skin, flare-ups, and of course, tired eyes. Let's go to the next slide.
Okay. Actually, you know what, Dr. Gross, before we go to the next slide, I'm going to just, I'll talk a little bit about fight and flight a little more. I'm just going to have you log off real quick and log back on again.
Okay, sure.
All right. So you guys, sorry for a little bit of hiccup. We're still getting used to this. So I am, and you could just, okay, awesome. So a little bit about fight or flight, like he's saying, you know, you see that saber-toothed tiger. So back in the day when we were like cave people, that was what we were stressed out about, is we had a split decision to make in a second or we were going to get eaten. So either you had to fight or fly. And so basically when that happens, it all pumps to all those vital organs, like he was saying, and it doesn't go to your skin because your skin is not a vital organ. So that's why you're seeing those signs that he's talking about on your actual skin. And those are 5 signs. And that's fine lines, wrinkles, red patches, dryness, dullness, flare-ups, and tired eyes. Dr. Gross, can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay. Just close out those other windows, Carrie.
Yep. No, one second. Okay, I can see you.
Okay,
Hello.
great.
All right, we're back. Okay, sorry about this. Welcome to first time trying stuff. Okay, so where are we at? So you understand fight or flight, right? You do understand. Hormonal, big time changes in the skin. Next slide.
Okay, next.
The answer, what I've discovered, was that the way to turn around the signs of stress, amazingly, society gives us stress, nature helps us to treat it. There are three basic ingredients that I'm looking at: niacinamide, superfoods, and adaptogens. Now, you've heard of superfoods, you've heard of adaptogens, because they're amazing dietary ingredients, right? It's in this higher industry. These are ingredients, when put on topically onto your skin, have incredible anti-aging benefits, have an incredible ability to improve the overall look of your skin, and also help targeted problems, okay? Pigmentation, redness, flare-ups, breakouts, stress, the lines look worse, all those things. We're going to talk about superfoods and adaptogens and products applied topically, and niacinamide, the magical vitamin B3 that works on so many things. Number one, improves your moisture barrier. Your skin can't function normally under stress. Niacinamide helps that repair to maintain your dewy, radiant look by improving your skin's natural moisture barrier. Helps on red issues, helps on brown issues. It helps regulate abnormal oil chemistry. A brilliant ingredient. But why can't you just take a juice you get from the store and put it on your skin and say, hey, it's going to work? You can't. The answer is, you have to apply stuff topically. Yes, drink those juices, but don't expect them to make a big difference on your skin. You got to apply them topically. But the juice on your face wouldn't work because it's not delivered. Next slide. Here's the science that I want you to understand is the game changer, delivering these incredible ingredients, the vitamin B3, niacinamide, the superfoods, and the adaptogens. These are encapsulated. They're put inside this sphere, technically called a liposome. And these, like little beads in your products, millions of them, every time you put them on, do two very important things. It protects the ingredients until it's actually into the skin cells, but it also delivers these ingredients down into the skin, right? Something called penetration, and then it helps the skin cells, it helps get into the skin cells, something called absorption. So it helps these imagined ingredients go down and in. That is the huge difference between just putting on putting creams on that are not encapsulated, or just trying to make a smoothie out of avocado and putting it on your face, okay? These are high-tech differences that we use in these products that have made a profound difference. Next slide.
That is actually, hang on a second.
Okay. So I just want to finish something. When you talk about superfoods and you talk about adaptogens, I want you to understand, what are these ingredients? They're basically categorized as food sources, nutrients that have capabilities beyond their nutritional caloric value. In other words, these are ingredients, and there's so many of them that I researched and we put in there. Mushrooms, amazing superfood. It's also an adaptogen. An adaptogen means it's a superfood. It's something that can actually survive in snowstorms, in blizzards, sub-zero temperatures, floods, rains, you name it, heat waves. They survive. Nature wants us to have those ingredients. That's why they're maintained as being so special and able to survive. Topically applied, encapsulated like you saw, improves the penetration. These are ingredients that are going to make a huge difference for you, okay? Take a look at these. These are the three products. Renee, what do you want to tell us about it?
Okay, so we've got a serum, an eye cream, and a moisturizer. And before we get started on the facial, we're going to actually talk about what the benefits are a little bit from each product. And then we'll get started. I also want you guys to know that this will absolutely be recorded and sent to you, so you guys can get any of the knowledge after the fact, and you can share with your friends as well. Do you want to should we talk about the serum first?
Sure, let's talk about the serum.
Okay.
So this is a serum that has 10 different superfoods and 10 different adaptogens. So, and niacinamide, all encapsulated, 20 of them. This is a product that's going to have incredible quick absorption into the skin. And it's going to, the first thing you're going to see, and I'm talking about what you're going to see in the mirror as you look at your skin, in a minute or two, this radiance comes back. It does something that improves the circulation of skin to the skin. Now, why is that important? Because I told you in the fight or flight, the first thing that goes is that great circulation to the skin. So you're going to see improvement in the radiance of your skin right away with time. If you have issues with redness, it helps that. If you have issues with discoloration, it helps that. If you want to improve your complexion, it's going to help that. Fine lines and wrinkles look better. The worried lines look better. When the skin is deprived of circulation and the circulation is delivering blood flow, it's delivering nutrients, it's delivering antioxidants, and your skin is suffering a temporary slowdown of those vital ingredients, things that bring it back, and it's going to be the superfoods, it's going to be the adaptogens. I'm talking about things like goji berry, perilla sprout, ashwagandha, shiitake and maitake and cordyceps mushrooms. I'm talking about cockadoo plums, you name it. It's on our website. Every one of these ingredients hand selected for the benefits it's been shown to have, okay? All of them have the mushroom adaptogens. I love goji berry because it's been shown to help balance the microbiome. Really important during stressful times. Your skin needs to be maintained in balance. You need to have your skin repair itself. That's so important. Certain tools that help you do that are in this product. Niacinamide, for example, helps build your moisture barrier. Niacinamide helps build back keratin. So it's a great ingredient. What are you thinking, Renee?
I just kind of want to know a little bit about, just so you guys know, in order, you always want to use thinnest to thickest. So you'd use the serum first, then the moisturizer. But can you explain a little bit about what your eyes look like when they're stressed out, your under eyes? And
everything looks worse. Everything looks worse. I have seen over 100,000 patients in my career, okay? And I will tell you that the look of stress in their skin, you get darker circles, your fine lines and wrinkles look worse, you start to see puffiness, your skin loses that bright appearance, and this is something that you can have on a regular basis, and no matter how much sleep you get, you can still look this way. So here's a product that you put on specifically for the eyes that delivers many superfood ingredients, many adaptogens, and niacinamide that's going to really make a difference right away. This is something that goes under your makeup, it layers, it's beautiful.
Okay, so after they've applied the serum, which is going to help with the redness that you were talking about before, can you talk a little bit about this product, which is our stress repair face cream?
This is a deluxe product. This is a really rich, hydrating product that you will see gives the skin back the look it once had, okay? This has 14 superfoods, 10 adaptogens. I thought it was really important to load it up here and give you ingredients that make such a difference to your skin. It's one thing to moisturize. It's another thing to deliver benefits to your skin that really have a therapeutic difference to your skin. So I have loaded them up, and this is the product that I find people love this because the immediate results. Everything I do in my product line, I'm all about immediate results. You've got to see the difference right away. Watch what happens when this product's applied. It really does come to life. The radiance is incredible.
And speaking of which, we can go ahead, we'll get started into the at-home de-stressing facial. So they'll be able to see what the products look like when they are applied on my skin. Let me just do my really fancy hairdo first. Okay, so the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a cleanser. Do you want to talk a little bit about, I'm going to be using the all-in-one cleanser with toner, but we also have the foaming cleanser, which is the alpha beta pore perfecting cleansing gel.
Right. Basically, the first question to ask yourself, if you're interested in these two products, do you like a foaming cleanser or do you like a more creamy cleanser? Okay. The all-in-one, the white bottle, is the one that is non-foaming. It's creamy. You can apply it. She's using it now. You're not going to see lather. It's really good for more sensitive skin. It's a little more gentle. It's good if you see a lot of redness on your skin. But if you have a complexion problem, an oil problem, your skin is not sensitive, The foaming product is called the Alpha Beta Pore Perfecting Cleanser. It lathers, and it's something they both will do, is they're going to take off your makeup. And also you can find that it's going to help with your skin getting toned without a separate toner, no astringents. I don't like those things because I think they're separate steps. I want your skin to stay in balance. Cleansing is important. It's important to get it right because you want to get off to a good start with your home care regimen. Those are the two products that are based on skin type. So choose one of those. So she's steaming.
Yes.
People love to get facials.
And this is actually my favorite de-stressing thing that I'm currently using these days. But can you let them know, apart from it being super relaxing, why steaming is important for your skin?
Right. So if you came to my office and you had any kind of stress problem and your skin was showing the signs, lots of times we recommend facials. Now, facials are great because, first of all, it's a natural source of hydration. You're using water. But I felt it was a shame for people to only get facials once a month. I mean, even that is a lot for people. It's a little impractical. It's costly. But to have the ability to do it at home, I think was really an important adjunct to your home care. This is a mini professional steamer. What I did here was I calibrated the exact temperature, which is constant, that's important, and the pressure. So it's a warm facial, but you can do that. You can go close to it and you can come away. So the pressure is strong enough to release you to reach you when you're further away, and not too much so that it breaks blood vessels and causes redness. Okay. It shuts off by itself in 9 minutes, and people can do this every day. Of course, it's relaxing, but I'm also looking at the radiance, the hydration, the decongesting of your pores. Anybody with a complexion problem should remember the first step in any complexion problem is a blocked pore. Steaming helps people. Doesn't matter, and this is great for younger people with acne problems and for complexion issues and for facials for anti-aging.
Okay, so now that I'm steamed, we're going to talk about one of the most important steps in your regimen before applying any of your products, and that is I'm going to be using our 2-step alpha beta peel in the universal formulation. Right. And I'm going to go ahead and use step 1 first. And just so you guys know, you'll take out the pad and you can swipe it all over. You can do this until the pad's dry, but don't forget your neck. I always do my chest. I even do the back of my hands. You don't want to leave anywhere out with this product, but can you tell them a little bit about this peel?
So this is a peel that I developed that really has changed the way the world looks at peels because it's super effective, and yet there's really no downtime. And the difference is it's 2 steps. That's what you need. That's what makes it so different. When you come to my office, again, everything is developed. This is a skincare brand from my practice. It's a clinical dermatology product line. In my practice, peels are one of the most common, important things we do because they help with so many different problems in your skin. And they're phenomenal for complexion, for radiance, for anti-aging, for fine lines and wrinkles, firming. The point is, the first step, alpha and beta hydroxy acids, it stays fresh in those packets. Renee showed you how to use it. Wait 2 minutes and then apply that second step the same exact way. This is the game changer. It shuts off the acids in the first step, keeps it safe and balanced, and then it delivers 15 plus anti-aging ingredients exactly when you need it most. When those fresh young baby skin cells have reached the top because the first step removed all that dead, dull skin that builds up every single day. And this is not a pill that's going to make you red. You're not going to see flaking on your skin. You're going to see the pad is where all the dead skin and all that junk comes off.
And your face honestly feels so clean afterwards, and it feels hydrated. You don't feel tight after this. You don't feel dry. You actually feel even more hydrated than before once all that dead skin's removed. Okay, next thing I'm going to be doing is our LED Face Wear Pro. 3 seconds, red, blue, and red and blue. Can you tell everybody a little bit about what I'm doing now and how this is going to help?
Sure. So look, we're talking about how to get your skin to look younger and address the problems you have when under stress, when under these crazy times we're currently experiencing, okay? LED is an ingredient. You would never think it's an ingredient because you can't touch it, you can't feel it. It doesn't look like a cream, it doesn't feel like a cream, but it's delivering light, LED light. The red light stimulates your skin's collagen. FDA cleared, shown to the government, data was presented, they recognized the technology, cleared it for us to say that this is a way to build your own collagen. Collagen is the name of the game for younger looking skin, because whether it's a fine line or wrinkle, laxity, grooves, it's all about having lost those structural fibers in the skin called collagen that goes down in our skin. It does not have the same levels as we get older, and our skin starts to show the signs, and those are the signs. This is something you use 3 minutes a day. The red light stimulates collagen. It helps with redness as well. And this is how you can do an anti-aging treatment in your own home. I do LED all day long in my practice for patients who want great results. Anti-aging, this is a great way. After this, your products will have an incredible effect. I wanted people, just like the steamer, I wanted people to have the ability to use tools dermatologists have in their own home. You put it straight on your skin, and then you just let it do its magic.
Okay, so actually, and just so you guys can see here, this is a device that you only purchase one time because it is a rechargeable device. If you look up top here, you're going to see there's a little area where you can plug it in. And this little light right here will start to blink when it's time to be recharged. So basically, when you charge it up, you can charge it for 2 to 4 hours. And I usually get about 10 treatments out of it before it's time to blink. But like Dr. Gross was talking about, this is something that you really need to commit to for that whole 10 weeks. You have to make, if you want to see those results at home from this medical device, and can you talk a little bit about its safety and the fact that the FDA?
Yeah, here's the deal. First of all, notice how you see her eyes. She sees us. You put it flat on the skin, okay? It's safe for the eye because if you put it on as directed, the light's not shining into your eyes. The bulbs only go around here. It's not close to the eye. So in terms of safety, it's safe. You don't need goggles. We went through that with the FDA. Then what you want to know is that you will see results in a couple weeks. I'm not going to tell you right away. Building collagen is a molecule. You have to build it slowly, and until you actually build many, many, many thousands of them, these fibers, you're not going to see a difference. But when it starts to come on, you're going to see it. And after 10 weeks, I really think this should be a part of your life, right? The aging process doesn't stop. This is a product that will last you, and she's showing you something really important because it works on the face. We can improvise to use it on the neck. Take a look.
So I'm actually inserting my chin into the mouthpiece because, and I'm using it on red and blue light. During my cycle, I tend to get hormonal breakouts that are along my chin. So the blue light's helping to kill that bacteria. And then the red light is helping with inflammation. And again, that collagen production, because this is one of the first places where you really deplete collagen.
Absolutely. And you want to, you want to keep it's how you appear and look. It's not from here to here, it's here to here, right? So you want to use this on your neck because the thin skin of the neck really needs more collagen to firm up and look better. So that's why we're recommending it be used a separate 3 minutes for that. Make sure to understand the blue light serves a great purpose. It helps kill the bacteria that causes acne, and it helps work on oil chemistry issues that occur in complexion problems. If you have any complexion problem at all, just use the red plus the blue by pressing that button 3 times and getting both. It's not like you're skimping out on the red because you've added the blue. They both stay at equal intensity as if you use them both alone, okay? So I say combine them if you have any complexion problem. And how about sharing this product?
Yeah, so let's actually talk about that because you did create this so that there's different settings so a full family can actually share this. But you want to make sure, especially now, that you're sanitizing. So you can just take some alcohol and actually put it on a cotton and wipe it down. One thing that I want to a question that I'm seeing right here. If someone suffers from mild psoriasis on their face, will this be helpful? Can they use this?
I can't make medical claims. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to stretch the truth, and I respect the science that needs to be done before I can legitimately say to you, it works that way. The bottom line is I can't, and I'm not going to. But I will tell you, it certainly won't aggravate the condition. It has an ability to work on inflammation and redness and soothe. So I would say, if you ask your doctor, could I use it? I think they might just say yes.
Okay, so on to my next step for my de-stressing facial is going to be our Hyaluronic Marine Modeling Mask. And this I love because I get to be my own little scientist at home.
Right.
And the first step, I'm going to show you guys how to, you just open it right up. And I'm going to try to hold this up so you can see, because it's a very cool color. If you can see that.
This is a hyaluronic acid concentrate, just so you know. We're talking about a mask that is going to hydrate your skin.
The best thing about it, too, is it's going to instantly plump my skin, and it feels so relaxing. It's so cooling. Can you talk a little bit about the algae, the Norwegian
right. Arctic algae? So here's the thing. What we're doing is I wanted, again, you come to my office, one of the beauty treatments are masks, right? Hyaluronic acid is amazing to plump the skin. It's amazing to hydrate the skin. That was a concentrate you can't use in an over-the-counter product. The algae is a separate ingredient. And the truth is, when you go to a med spa, you go to a spa, you come to my doctor's office, we have ingredients we mix on the spot fresh. To take something out that was pre-mixed or on a sheet or something, I didn't like the science. I thought it was suboptimal, so I'm going to put you to task. And Renee is showing you, you got to mix the two things together. That Arctic algae is something that's very unique. It actually comes from the Norwegian Sea, and it's cold water, rare. But what happens is that this product also has a soothing and cooling effect on the skin. So I love that algae. And also how algae has the ability to retain more water, and it works synergistically with hyaluronic acid. The combination is phenomenal. And so I like the algae, but I like the cold water algae more and so. So she's putting on this silly product over her face.
Feels amazing. And the one thing I want to point out, you guys, it doesn't matter. It's okay to be messy with this application. You want to just get a thick layer on. And also, Dr. Gross, can you talk about why you did this over designing like a sheet mask?
Yeah, it's a good question. The reason I thought about it, sheet masks don't conform to every nook and cranny on your face. They can't. Nothing mass produced can be that customizable. So I like this product that goes on as a gel that really gets into and doesn't miss. It gets onto your pores, gets full face coverage where you put it. And it's not asking your skin to conform to a mask. It's a mask that conforms to your face. So this is what it looks like. It's a gel. And the key thing is it's going to harden. And as it's hardening, what it's doing is it's delivering hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is the sister to collagen. It is one of those ingredients you find naturally in the skin that as we get older, we start to lose that too. So that's one of the reasons the skin appears dehydrated. It looks dull, looks dry, drab. It lacks that glow. Hyaluronic acid in a mask that's concentrated like this, first of all, high concentrations. Second, anything in a mask that's being driven to your skin under a mask helps the absorption of that active ingredient work even better. That's why masks exist. They're really delivery systems. It's relaxing, it's soothing, it feels good. It does. It's cooling, right? You like to use it.
I love using it. And I can see a lot of you in the chat asking how often you can use this mask. So for me, we say optimally you can use it once a week. But for me, like if I know I'm going to a special event or if I'm going to a wedding or something like that, I'll use it right before because it does really just plump. So you can't really overuse this mask, right, Dr. Gross? I mean,
no, of course not. It's hyaluronic acid and algae. It's great.
And then we've also got another question in here that someone wants to know, at what age can you start tackling anti-aging problems? She's 24 years old.
Right.
And she wants to know, like, how early is too early? And
24 is appropriate. You know,
yeah.
There's different, we have different customizable anti-aging products that you mix and match and add to, depending on if you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Doesn't matter, right? Human skin is human skin. Aging is something that you see happening below the skin even before you might see your first fine line and wrinkle. It's all about collagen. It's all about taking care of those little problems before they get too bad. If you have hyperpigmentation, little brown spots, you have a little bit more redness. With the aging process, these issues get worse. Attack them, get rid of them, treat them. If you're worried about fine lines and wrinkles, wear a sunscreen. You got to do that, right? But you also can start to use products like vitamin C or retinol. There's so many great, we're going to show you some products. We have a lot more that we can't get to. We have other master classes that are on our Instagram file that you can look up and they're archived. But the point is that never too early. It really isn't. Just think of what you need and just build collagen. That's the main thing.
Okay. And then another question too, that we're kind of digressing, but going a little bit backwards because there's a lot of them going on. But someone wants to know how you decide which peel you would use.
Oh, okay. That's not hard at all. Can you hold them up? Do you have them handy?
Yep, I do. Let's see.
Okay. So basically, I have created 3 strengths for the different types of skin. Okay. So she has the blue one there. The blue one is ultra gentle. Okay. That's the one that is something you should use if you have dry skin or if you have sensitive skin. The red guy at the bottom is the other extreme. It's not great. None of these will make you red and raw and flaky and none of that stuff. No downtime. But I don't want you to get too dry and I want your skin to stay in balance. But if your skin, you should use this red labeled alpha beta peel if you have really bad complexion problem, if your skin's on the oily side, if you're used to using anti-aging products and your skin you want a little more hardcore, go with that. Everybody else, that orange guy, the universal, right? The universal, the tried and true, been around for years. This is one that for most people is a great go-to product. So that's how you choose.
All right. I think I'm actually, let's see here if I'm cooked. I think I'm pretty good. I'm just going to go ahead and remove my mask here.
Beautiful. Gorgeous. So what she has just done is she has used this concentrated hyaluronic acid that's going to deliver incredible hydration. You're going to start to see it coming in as this whole thing settles down. But a dewy look returns to the skin, a radiant look returns to her skin. The skin just has a glow. It has healthy look to it. And this is about de-stressing. If you have a stress issue, I love this product, hyaluronic acid with cold water algae. I think the science really speaks for itself here. You can start to see it coming in. Everything we do is going to give you results right away. When she took it off, her skin looked a little bit pale because it was just adjusting. Treatments take a little time to see the results. And I mean, a little time means like a minute or two, but it's a process, okay? Now, this is also true with all of these products. The next product she's applying is...
And I'm going to hold this up to you guys. This is our Stress Rescue Super Serum. And these were the products that Dr. Gross was talking about at the beginning of the show when we were showing you the slides about how stress affects your skin.
Right. So this is a product that has a total of 20 different superfoods and adaptogens. Acai is in this, avocados in this, turmeric is in this, the maitake mushrooms in this, niacinamide. All of these ingredients are, and more, all of these ingredients are encapsulated. I can't tell you how important that is for the science of skincare to really make a difference when you put on a product. As incredible as those ingredients are, you have to deliver them. This is the breakthrough. You're seeing the results again. Just think about how she looked before she took the mask off. Another layer of radiance comes to her skin, improves circulation. You're seeing it happen. We really are. And it's beautiful. It's a glow. You will see this for yourself. You know, it's the kind of thing where I want people, this was the hardest part, by the way, when I developed this product, is to get the results within 2 minutes that you can say, oh my goodness, Look at me. My skin is coming alive again. You will see it. That was the hardest part. That's what took the longest to develop these products for me. But this is something that it speaks to the amazing powers of superfoods and adaptogens when packaged and encapsulated and combined with vitamin B3. Okay. So nature has given us incredible tools. Science has shown, I've learned from science how to deliver it, and that combination starts to give you great results.
Next product.
Yes, moisturizer. Okay. So remember what we're tackling here, right? What happens is that due to the fight or flight response, due to the hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, your skin starts to look really dull. Your skin is deprived of its natural circulation that exists in the best of times. And you start to see things like your worry lines come back, you get red flare-ups, you start to get more dullness. Your fine lines and wrinkles look worse. Everything that bothered you will just look worse on those particular times. So this is a moisturizer that has ingredients that I hand selected, where I picked the superfoods that I felt really made the difference, that would be additional to a moisturizer, that would be great to correct and improve the moisture barrier, let your skin start to heal itself. And then the superfoods and the adaptogens in this particular product is something that will improve your quality of your skin and hydrate it beautifully, okay? In times of stress, and by the way, when the stress times go away, and they will, you will see these products will work for you beautifully in those best of days as well.
Okay, so now actually I'm gonna put on the eye cream, but before I put on the eye cream, Dr. Gross, I was gonna apply my eye serum because I always put that on first. So can you talk a little bit about our ferulic and retinol eye serum and how you can use this under eye creams?
That guy in the brown bottle is our retinol and ferulic line of products, and I love retinol. I do. I also felt retinol was a bit harsh, and I combined it with ferulic acid, another scientific little breakthrough we had in our company, that showed that it's a way to keep it gentle because it's an antioxidant, and retinol is not an antioxidant. It needed that little sister help, and that's why I combined the two. It's a product she's putting on her upper lids. A lot of my patients were saying, Doctor, is there anything I can do for puffy upper, crepey upper lids? This is a product you can use on your upper lid. You can put it on in the morning under your makeup. It'll firm your skin, and it helps your skin up there look so much younger because it's that crepiness is improved, and that's a big problem. So retinol and ferulic happen to be the combo in a certain delivery system, quick drying, no residue. It gets in, it's in and done in 10 to 15 seconds. That was the key to the scientific delivery of that combo of ingredients, and it's really been a big game changer.
Okay, so now we're back to the stress, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the eye cream.
Okay. So you noticed that she's layering. If you noticed, I said that the retinol and ferulic product was really, really thin. You always put on the thicker product after the thinner. So this is the stress eye cream. This is the one that you put under the eye, not on the upper lid this time, but all around. Okay, it's going to help with so many different things. It helps. You can put it through here, in between. It helps the fine lines and wrinkles out through here. It's soothing to the skin. It helps with that crepey texture down below. Puffiness and dark circles are a huge problem under stress, right? Even without stress, there are certain people who have certain issues. There are ingredients in here that are going to address those problems, and you'll see results. Again, resorting to the power of nature in the superfoods and adaptogens, and have really, really made a huge difference here. And I got to tell you, I cannot overestimate and just tell you how much you must appreciate niacinamide, vitamin B3, amazing ingredients. It's in all these products.
And one thing that I also want to bring up, someone had actually just asked if you can't, if you have eye creams, can you use them on your lid? My answer is absolutely not. Unless it's formulated specifically for your lid, you should make sure that you're reading your products, and they should say that it's safe to use on the lid. And Dr. Gross tested this with ophthalmologists and whatnot to make sure that this product was safe for eyelid use.
Right. That's why you see products that use as directed, right? And if they don't say directed here, that's not, they're telling you not to.
And then Dr. Gross, can you talk a little bit about, because people are asking about darkness under the eyes. Can you talk a little bit about the tests that you do in the office?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a very good question. And we have, we have different eye products specifically for that. Okay. So here's the thing. If you came to my office and you said to me that I have dark circles, what I would do is I'd put on my magnifiers, put that light on you, and I would lift your skin up off the bone. You can do this yourself in front of a magnifying mirror. What I'm looking for, and you can do this yourself, when you lift your skin off the bone, watch the color. If the color stays there, it means that the problem is that you have pigmentation, melanin in the skin. But there's another possibility. If when you lift the skin off the bone, it seems like the color comes back to normal, it's like, wow, the dark circle's gone. The problem is then that your skin's a little too thin, okay? That you've lost collagen and it's a little more it's too transparent, and you're seeing those structures like veins underneath your skin, which are darker. So the thinner skin is showing that darkness, it's coming through, okay? So now, basically, I will tell you that I love vitamin C eye cream. If you have dark circles, that is when you lift up, it goes away. Your skin's a little too thin for its own good. I love for you to think about this orange tube of vitamin C, orange for the sun. Vitamin C in this particular product. Now, this is not just your regular vitamin C product. This is a vitamin C eye product, number one. And number two, it has, again, special delivery systems to be used around that particular part of your anatomy, around the eyes. Vitamin C is an ingredient that helps your skin's natural production of its own collagen, okay? That's the magic word here. What happens is when your skin is thin, you need to firm it up. Collagen, when it's thinned out through here, is going to make it too transparent. So I don't think you should do anything but understand what you need. And remember that even LED helps build collagen, right? So if you want to talk about Spectralite briefly, it's a great idea. We have another LED device that is specifically for the eye area, and it's going to do what? It's going to build collagen, okay? So that's another great idea, okay? Now, one more thing. How about if you had dark circles and it was due to pigment? Well, we like to use things like retinol and ferulic, and not the eye serum, but the eye cream, okay? The eye cream, again, it's our brown guy. And just like the other guy, the eye serum you can put on your lid, this is the thing that's going to help fade a lot of the discoloration and uneven skin tones under your eye.
I actually, sorry, I literally fell off the couch because I had them on the floor. But I have a couple people asking where to apply again. So I'm just going to show you really quickly, guys. Eye serum, this one that we talked about, the ferulic and retinol. You're going to apply, use your ring finger always, and you're going to apply all over the lid and underneath, okay, this whole area. And then when you choose your eye cream, you're just going to apply your eye cream under here and up into any crow's feet, okay? You can also put your eye cream in between your brows if you're seeing some of those deep 11s. And then I want to talk about on the last step, which is one of the most important ones to Dr. Gross. And I'm not sure if any of you know about his background, but he actually was a research developer with Sloan Kettering for skin cancer research. So this is a big one for him. The last step that I'm going to apply is the SPF.
Right.
Can you talk a little bit about the difference between chemical and physical sunscreen? Also, apologies to anybody in the chat. We are sold out of this from this weekend, but we're getting it back in. But we want to just talk a little bit about the difference.
Well, please do get it back in because the sun is getting stronger. Okay, so here's the story. Look, from a health perspective and a beauty perspective, sunscreen is mandatory, okay? The key thing about sunscreen is that I've seen over 100,000 patients in my practice, like I said, had many, many the majority of my life has been spent talking to patients, okay? We talk about sunscreen all the time. I've learned something. If people don't love their sunscreen, they're not going to use it. I created a product that I knew was going to be a delight to use. It's going to be hydrating, dewy, radiant. You can use it as a moisturizer. At the same time, it's an SPF 50. You won't even know it's a sunscreen. This is something that's going to help you with, of course, prevent skin cancer. Yes, I was a skin cancer researcher. I worked on things called interferon. I worked on cytokines. I worked on this molecular biology stuff. And I found a path into dermatology because I'm still loving the science of skin. So now I create products with a lot of that science. So sunscreen, you got to use it. This one you're going to love. And it has physical block. I'm going to talk to you about that.
So before you get into the difference between physical and chemical sunscreen, I just want to point out to the people, oh, yay, the sunscreen's back in stock. Woohoo!
Okay, good.
But I just want to point out to you guys that yes, this SPF you can put on your eyelids and you do want to. So I know I saw some questions in there. Is this safe to put on your eyelids? Yes, he has formulated it so it is. And then Dr. Gross, can you talk a little bit about the difference between physical and chemical SPF and why it's so important?
Okay. So if you read my blogs and my chats and my emails and my Instagram, I have been very upset with the Food and Drug Administration's recent report that showed that chemical sunscreens get into the bloodstream and physical sunblocks do not. If you're trying to figure out which one's what, all you need to know is the physical blocks, the safe ones, I think, the ones that don't get into your bloodstream are zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. Now, you might think, oh, those are white, those are pasty, those are terrible. That's the ingredient in that particular sunscreen. There's no white, no pasty. It's science in that sunscreen now that has made this thing, as you see, has been flying off the shelves for the good of people. Because what it does is it gets you protected from the sun, but there's no chemical sunscreens. The chemical sunscreens were found to get into the bloodstream at levels the Food and Drug Administration has questioned whether or not they in fact are safe. I'm going to tell you that they themselves said a level acceptable is 0.5 of a sunscreen getting into your bloodstream. Now, physical blocks don't do it, but chemical ones do. 0.5 they were willing to live with. One application of the chemical sunscreens tested led to numbers of like 188, right? Do the math, over 300 times the accepted level of safety. What it does, they're not sure, but it certainly has some issues. They cited in the same article, I'm just downloading it, I'm not editorializing, I'm reporting here. It does things like affect the hormonal balance in the human body, potential developmental issues in children. It can actually start to cause major diseases, you know what I'm talking about, in the report, okay? And at the same time, we have a safe alternative. I'm advising people, just use the physical blocks. Wait till it sorts itself out. Don't take a chance. When we have a simple, wonderful alternative, use it. Don't make the mistake. Everything in history lots of times has been, looking back, we should have done this. Don't get to a point where we should have done something. Use physical now.
People want to know what active ingredients on the sunscreen are the ones that are chemicals. Can you call out like some of the ones that they should be avoiding?
Homosalate, cinemates. It's just, there's so many of them. It's confusing to people. But if it's not Z with a zinc with a Z or titanium dioxide, the rest are physical. It's that simple. Don't make it too complicated. Anything you look at the ingredients, you're going to see complicated chemical names, okay? And if you want to ask the question, we'll type it back in the chat, okay?
We did type it in the chat. And the one way that I always know when I'm looking for my SPFs, like even if I'm looking for one for my body, I just make sure to stay away from the O words because I know that a lot of the chemicals are oxybenzone or
Right.
I can't even say them all.
Alkoxylate, oxybenzone. You're right. But it's just, I tell my kids, just look for Z zinc and T titanium. That's it. And you can make a beautiful sunscreen. Your skin does look beautiful, Renee. And I think that, honestly, there it is. No makeup. Boom. So,
and actually, my last step I'm going to do that I didn't get to do in my regimen that we did yesterday is the vitamin C plus collagen Perfect Mist. I absolutely love this because it's so refreshing. And I don't know if any of you ever get, I like to do this actually before I go ahead and put my makeup on, but even at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, if my makeup started to get like kind of gross and it's like sinking in a little bit, I always just spray this. It refreshes my skin instantly. And it's so amazing also to, well, not right now, but if you were bringing on an airplane, if you were traveling, this really helps with the hydration levels of my skin if I'm in the air.
Right. I love this product that I developed. You can put it on immediately after you wash your face, especially if you live in areas with hard water. This has got ingredients that softens the water, and hard water is really challenging on the skin because it throws it off balance, the enemy, right? Your skin needs to stay in balance like a fine-tuned machine so you can use products that really work without getting too dry or red from them. So if you live in areas with hard water, that means it has a lot of calcium in it. That means it leads to more blackheads. Your skin doesn't get fully hydrated. It has real issues. And you know who I'm talking about, where I'm talking about. Hard water, you know you're out there. Spray this on after you wash your face. Let that dry, and then you'll see a difference. I can tell you stories, but I don't have the time. Hard water, terrible. That's a great solution.
I'm getting so many compliments. Thank you all for my skin being so beautiful. I'd love to take the credit for it, but it's actually Dr. Gross. but thank you all so much. So one other thing, a question that I'm seeing in here too, is back to the stress products, Dr. Gross.
Sure.
I want to know if they can actually, say they have the pore serum or the IPL, one of these guys.
Yes.
Which one's for clogged pores, this one's for hyperpigmentation.
Yes.
Can they use them with the stress serum?
Yes. 100%.
And they would use these ones first, correct?
Yes, because they're lighter. Always lighter to heavier. And I want to say something about that stress serum. Okay. Hear me loud and clear. This is the #1 product in our company for red skin. Okay. Yeah. If you have redness on your skin because of it runs in families, because your skin is sensitive, the ingredients here, the selected superfoods and adaptogens and even niacinamide, famous, proven to work on red issues, that's your product. The blue bottle stress serum will improve your redness. We're using it in the practice like after lasers, after invasive procedures. People go home with it. We put it on right away. It really, really makes a huge difference.
I actually want to tell you a story, Dr. Gross, that I happened to be in a Sephora and there was a woman working there and she was doing a thing called a perk facial on a customer. And the customer was so red afterwards because you get red sometimes after you have.
It goes right.
So I had said, like, can you just try the stress serum and the stress cream? And the girl had already purchased the products that she wanted for the day. But so the esthetician put on the serum and the cream, and within 5 minutes, she had left the store and came back in and bought all the stress products because she's like, I've never seen redness go away so quickly. So I've literally seen that happen in front of my own eyes.
Yeah. It's the power of incredible ingredients from nature put into a liposome to encapsulate them. It's crazy. It took her it took 5 minutes. It probably took 2. She missed it, but 5 minutes. Yeah.
And then another question that just came up in the chat is, should you still use SPF if you have acne-prone skin?
You know what? You should. I'll tell you why. In fact, most dermatologists, when they prescribe stuff, will tell you you should be using it with sunscreen too. The bottom line is that the sun on top of broken out skin, especially if you're using prescription products, and even if you're not, generally speaking, the sun can make the redness of the breakouts of the acne turn into a brown color, and those brown colors stick around even after the acne's gone. Some people call that scarring. It's really hyperpigmentation. But the point is that you want to start to if your acne can go away, and we did a masterclass on that earlier today. I think it's still on files in our Instagram. But if you use sunscreen, your skin, when it's clear, will not have some of that post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. It's a real problem. So I really do recommend a sunscreen, yes.
And then how do you need to know what level of SPF you should use? Because
I'll tell you. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Look, this is a matter of professional opinion, right? I think the minimum number should be an SPF 30. You saw my sunscreen is SPF 50. I want to play it safe. Still no white pasty. It's beautiful, elegant. Love using it. You'll see. But SPF 30, I think, is the number. Here's my motto, okay? Pink is the new red. If you, at the end of the day, have any pinkness in your skin from the sun that day and you wore sunscreen, you need to go up on the SPF, okay? The bar should be set where you're not even pink at the end of the day from being outside.
Okay. So, and I do see your question here. You want to go through a list of the products that we use today. So I'm going to do that before, since we only have a couple minutes left. The first thing that I did was cleanse my face. And again, Dr. Gross told you we have 2 cleansers to choose from, a creamy one that you don't necessarily need water with, and a foaming one. Second step I did for de-stressing was steam. And that I find very relaxing, but it also opens up my pores and gives me hydration. Then the next product that I did was our Alpha Beta 2-step peel, which I will never, ever for the rest of my life go a single day without using one. That's just me personally. And then I applied LED, which I love how I'm so used to you talking about it as an ingredient that now I'm like, I applied LED. But so I used our face wear mask on the 3rd setting. I used our Stress Superfood Serum on my face. I used our Ferulic and Retinol Eye Serum on my lids. And then I used our Stress Cream all over my face. And I use the eye cream under my eyes, which I dropped on the floor. Hold on. I use that under my eyes. And then I ended it up with SPF and a spritz of the C+ collagen mist. And yes, we will be posting all of these master classes. They are recorded. We're going to be sending them out to all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Dr. Gross, thank you for creating products that de-stress our skin, especially during the current times that we're in.
Right.
And we've had, oh, and by the way, I just see you, Linda, the stress products are the best product for rosacea, hands down.
Correct, Mundo.
People want more classes, Dr. Gross. They said, come back.
Let's do it. Let's do it. You know what I want you to know about her? She has on her phone a picture of herself like 7 years ago. And she talks about this. She wanted me to inject her with Botox. I said no. And to this day, this is a lady who's never had anything artificial injected into her skin. And she looks younger now than that photo on her phone 7 years ago.
I sure do.
She's a great student. She's a great model, a super smart, talented lady we love having on our team. But really, an example of the great products that we have. And the science is really behind it. We're never going to create a product that is just me too. We're going to have some interesting new innovations that make it work better, effective. And that's what we do. We deliver results. And that's why we're so proud and happy that you're joining us.
Can't wait to see you guys next time. Oh, but I think you have to press the red button, Dr. Gross.
Okay. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.
Bye, Dennis.
Bye.